Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather at noon.
Well, good Wednesday afternoon. Taylor Platt here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check on your forecast. We are tracking a lot of shower and storm activity still on the board as we approach midday here on your Wednesday. I'll show you that here in just a little bit. We do have a flood risk today. I'll have more on that. But our focus over the next several days will be decreasing rain chances and increasing temperatures. Yep, the heat is returning. I'll have more on that here very shortly. First off, take a look at our Arctic Air Skycam network. Going to bounce around a little bit. Here's Florence on the campus of the University of North Alabama. Right now, temperature 85 with a dew point of 75. Right now, I have a east-northeasterly wind at 1 mile per hour. You notice a lot of clouds in the distance. It's not raining right now in Florence and on the campus of the University of North Alabama, but there are showers and storms close by, and you'll probably see more of that activity here a little bit later on this afternoon. Going over towards the Huntsville area. This is on top of Monte Sano Mountain looking at downtown. Obviously can't see downtown. A lot of shower and storm activity across the Huntsville area right now. There's fog that's developed because of that on top of the mountain right there, and that will likely continue for the majority of the day today. Summertown back up here into Lawrence County, Tennessee, 84 degrees right now, dew point at 75, and southeasterly wind at 3 miles per hour. Looking at partly cloudy conditions right now in Summertown. The areas that are not seeing a lot of shower and storm activity so far this morning are in the 80s, even near 90s. 90 right now in Savannah, 88 in Iuka. You notice, though, where that rain-cooled air mass is located, mainly east of Interstate 65 right now. 75 in Athens, 74 in Huntsville. Go even further than that. It's still in the 70s across parts of Sand and Lookout Mountain and parts of Jackson County as well. That's where the majority of the shower and storm coverage is right now. And because of all the showers and storms we've had, we saw a lot of flooding, not only across the Chattanooga area, but also areas nearby. Matter of fact, they're still under a flash flood warning or a new one for today. We do have that flash flood watch that's in place across a portion of our area. It only goes down towards the Tennessee River and off to the north and east. And then places in here could see some flash flooding develop very quickly in a moment's notice with any of these showers and storms. Let's take a look at them right now. We have new development that's occurring off to the west of US 43 right now. Got a hefty cell that's southwest of Centerville, and then Hohenwald down towards Waynesboro, seeing some of that shower and storm activity. Let's dive into some of these areas a little bit closer here. Hohenwald, you're dry right now, but you go right down the road towards northern Wayne County. That's where you're seeing that hefty area of showers and storms. A lot of heavy rainfall on top of downtown Waynesboro right now, even south towards the Collinwood area. Also seeing some of that rainfall. Summertown got a cell just to the south of you. Across the state line, I mentioned it's not raining in Florence right now, but you go up the road along Highway 20 towards Cypress Inn and the Natural Straits Parkway, seeing some of that shower activity right now. Also towards Lexington, Anderson, and Rogersville, Killen in the Elgin area, seeing some of that light shower activity. South of the Tennessee River, also seeing some of that activity. Zooming closer, Moulton, Hatton, also seeing some of that right now. Hefty cell on top of Russellville. Good thing is, at least so far, no flooding issues with these yet, but we give it some time. Some of these showers and storms could quickly develop into flash flood makers. Across northeastern Alabama, most of this is light to moderate rainfall here from Huntsville up towards the New Market area, east of Meridianville. Gurley also seeing some of that activity. South Huntsville and South Parkway also seeing some of that moderate rainfall. You go down towards the Marshall County area, towards Gunnersville and Union Grove, down towards Arab. You're seeing some of that heavier activity right now with a little bit of lightning in place. Backing out the view, this is the overall setup that we have right now. We have a front that's closing in on the area, but we have a lot of moisture being pumped in from the Gulf, and on top of that, we have a little bit of a disturbance moving through, so that's why we're dealing with a lot of these showers and storms today, and that will continue into your afternoon hours. Temperatures, for those who are not rain-cooled today, you will be getting up into the mid and upper 80s, maybe near 90 degrees. For those that are rain cooled, you're probably going to be stuck in the upper 70s to lower 80s today. Once we get into your evening hours, our rain chances will back off just ever so slightly. Temperatures dropping down into the 70s by 10 p.m. Once we get past 8 p.m., our rain chances really drop off. So if you have any of those evening plans, you need to not only take that umbrella with you, but just know once you get to the mid to late evening hours, most places are going to end up being dry by that point. Weather where you live forecast 87 in Hohenwald, 89 in Florence, 87 degrees in Red Bay today. Taking a look across the area with your hometown forecast, 89 in Mount Pleasant, 87 in Linville, 88 in Fayetteville, 87 over there in Collinwood across the state line. Things look like this: 87 in Hazel Green, 89 in Huntsville if you get lucky today, 88 in Owens Crossroads, 87 in Cortland, and 89 degrees over there in the Schultz. Forecast lows for tonight: very small chance of a pop-up shower storm during the overnight. Most places are dry. Temperatures dropping down into the lower 70s, so not as warm as what we've seen the past couple of nights. Now, tomorrow we will be starting our warming trend because we're lowering our rain chances during the day and decreasing some of that cloud cover. We do expect upper 80s and lower 90s by the time we get into the afternoon hours. Let's go through your Futurecast here, 2 p.m. this afternoon. Still seeing some of those showers and storms that continue into the 4 o'clock hour. If you are picking up your kiddos from school, or if they have after-school care and you're picking up later on into the early evening hours, have that umbrella handy, that rain gear handy, because we will still have those showers and storms to deal with, and that will continue into the early evening hours. But by the time we lose that daytime heating, notice that things fall apart very quickly. Still holding on to a small chance of an isolated shower or storm during the late evening hours, continuing into the overnight, but most places, if not everybody's dry, starting off your Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon. Temperatures warming up into the upper 80s and lower 90s. And then here we go with some of those showers and storms developing. But notice here, a lot of them are kind of few and far between. So we are losing those rain chances starting on your Thursday, and that continues into your Friday as well. And that trend, continues into the weekend, but our temperatures go up because of that. I'll show you here shortly. 30% chance on Friday, down to a isolated 20% range for Saturday, all the way through Tuesday of next week. So if you have any of those outdoor activities planned for your weekend, just notice that there could be an isolated shower storm, but don't cancel them. Just have your rain gear handy just in case you need it. Let's go through the rest of your forecast here with the European model starting off on your Thursday. Continuing to see that front sag its way across the area. That will continue into Friday as well. That's going to be a focal point for some of those showers and storms, but notice we lose a lot of that yellow coloring, so that's why we're expecting lower rain chances going into your Friday, and that continues into your Saturday as well, with a better chance of those showers and storms off to our east near Georgia and the Carolinas and the Carolina coast as well. Into Sunday, lower rain chances once again, isolated chances going into your Sunday and including your Monday as well. And that trend does look like it's going to continue into the middle part of the week. All right, let's check into on the tropics right now. This is the latest on Tropical Storm Erin. It continues to traverse the central Atlantic right now. It will try to get its way towards that Caribbean area, but watching this with the track, look what it's going to probably end up doing. It's going to continue its westward trend over the next several days, as it has the ridge up to the north, so it's going to go on the southern side of that. But by the time it gets into the weekend and early next week, we are expecting it to become a Category 3 hurricane as it tries to round that western side of the ridge. There's going to be a little bit of a weakness that tries to develop. The question is, how far is that weakness? There's some question marks on where everything's going to be placed, and that would ultimately determine what happens with Erin. But right now, the current forecast trajectory and the model guidance suggests that it will start to trend a little bit more towards the north and should curve before it hits the east coast of the United States. But it's so far out, there's things that can change, and we'll keep you updated on that latest information. The good news is it doesn't look like it's going to be getting into the Gulf and hitting parts of the southern U.S. us. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, Southern Tennessee. Temperatures rising, I should say, into the lower 90s by the time we hit the weekend and into early next week. So mid-90s expected with those lower rain chances. Northwestern Alabama, northeast Mississippi, temperatures getting up into the mid. Can't even completely rule out some upper 90s by the time Sunday and Monday roll around with just those pop-up showers and storms. And last but not least, Huntsville metro area, temperatures getting up into the mid-90s as well. 95 expected for Sunday and Monday with also those pop-up showers and storms. That's your latest forecast here from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Fred Gossage will be in at 5 p.m. to have another check on your forecast. Until then, I hope everybody has a fantastic Wednesday afternoon.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.